Welcome to my journey. We're going to take this and train it to compete in this. Yes, you heard right. This fat, unfit, middle-aged man is going to compete in the Cairns Ironman Triathlon 2024. That's a 3.8k swim, 180k bike ride, and a 42k run. Well, hopefully run. Starting 60 weeks out, you can follow me and see if I've got what it takes to make it all the way. Every week we'll have a new episode and you can see the highs and lows, all the tears, all the blood, all the sweat, and there'll be lots of sweat. I hope you join me and enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do. We'll see you soon. Oh, and make sure if you see me out on the trail, say hi, give me some encouragement, or something like that. So, it's Monday morning, 5:07, and I'm just about to go for the first ride this week. Just a little 30k warm up for the week, and this week we're going to focus on, well, we're not going to focus on, but we're going to look at what I eat. Now, I don't do any special dieting. I'm really just, I guess I'm just doing the, eating normal, I guess. Probably the best way to put it. But I do want to show everyone what I eat, so I'm sure people have different conceptions of what that is. So, but that's it really this week. Nothing other than just training hard, go through the food, and we'll take it from there. First ride down for the week. 30 k's, still just over an hour. Gotta work on that, but I guess that's okay through the traffic. So, let's go and have a coffee. Vitamin C. Magnesium. Very good for your muscles. Although, probably should have a bath in it, perhaps. Vitamin D. Even though I am outside a lot. And some potassium citrate. This is 1/4 of a teaspoon, but apparently something my body lacks. So I'm a bit like a machine when it comes to doing these things. I just do them every morning, irrespective. The other thing I have every morning is coffee. Hi everyone, welcome to week 5, and just a quick run through the data. Graph's looking good, everything's going down as it should be. Weight still dropping down nicely, 5k run coming down, rides coming down, swims probably come down the fastest after finally getting back into the swimming. So we're actually pretty much, you can see here, the swim is almost at its target, which is great. So that's why the target drops a little bit up here. Run is almost at its target as well. A little bit to go with the ride yet. It's actually harder than it seems to ride at 30 kilometers an hour. So, but that will stay. That won't ever get any faster than that. So if it takes a bit longer to get to my 30 kilometers an hour speed, then that's okay, because I don't expect to get faster than that, whereas the swim and the ride, I will expect them to come down even more up here a little bit. So all in all, going along very well so far. Body's holding up, and yeah, going great. So this week we're focusing on food. What I once would have said was my arch nemesis, but I've been working on it. It's a long process, and the truth is that, you know, a lot of people ask me how I gave up smoking and drinking, and because I don't smoke or drink, and in truth that was easy. Just decide not to do it anymore. The truth is, with food though, you can't just not do it anymore, because you'd be dead. So you can't just make a choice. You got to make 50 choices a day, and that is much harder than giving up smoking or giving up alcohol. Much harder. So it's a game of inches. I've never been a bad eater. I couldn't live on McDonald's. You know, I certainly probably used to eat too much chocolate, but it pretty much always went straight through me anyway. So it probably didn't have much effect, but I was always a glutton for punishment. I think, as I've said before, my problem with food wasn't really so much what I ate. It's just that I ate too much of it. Way too much of it. And that wasn't a problem when I was younger, because I burned it all up. Now that I'm not younger, it's a bit more of a problem, because your body just doesn't use as much fuel. It's not as efficient. Hormones have changed. Insulin levels all buggered up. And so now I need 1/10 of what I needed when I was a teenager. So that's what this week's about. How I've been working on eating less. The funny part is that everyone, you know, people who have never been overweight, they will say, well, just eat less, exercise more. And whilst if life was built on mathematics, that might work, it's not. It used to work for me, for sure. I used to be able to just eat less and exercise more when I was in my 20s. No problems. But that simply doesn't work now. not the same way anyway. You have to, and I'm sure people who have not ever been overweight will no doubt argue this point, but the truth is that anyone with a properly working body doing the amount of work that I'm doing right now, eating what I'm eating right now, would be, well, they wouldn't have any weight left to lose. It's just when your body's broken and it's not working the way that it's supposed to, yeah, it's a lot harder. And that's okay. I've accepted that now. I've accepted that there's no simple solution. So now it's just hard work and lots of stairs. Oh dear. So more on the food on the way down. Food. So I'm gonna be brutally honest with food this week. So I'm gonna show you all the stuff that I eat, and well, maybe not every meal exactly, but the majority. The other thing, that this won't be a Biggest Loser style weight loss journey, because first of all, it's not healthy to lose that much weight each week, because your body's not meant to do that. Secondly, I am training for a triathlon, so I need to fuel my body. I can't be running on fumes, so to speak. So I'm happy with 1 to 2 kilos a week in terms of the loss, because obviously I'm building muscle mass, and yeah, I'm just not going crazy with that whole losing weight part. If I lose a kilo a week, I'll be down to the weight that I want by the time I get to the Ironman anyway, so it's not a big drama. So yeah, not planning to hide anything. I don't want anyone to think that I'm putting on a show for you this week. Food for me has really been I say it's been my Achilles heel, because I'm a comfort eater, you know, not I'm not really sure exactly how to describe it, but, and I don't mean about every little thing. I think it's a whole combination of things rolled up, personally, from stress to, you know, life situation to money to a whole lot of things just rolled up into one. And you know, I think we all have coping mechanisms. Food was one of mine. Smoking used to be too, and you know, got rid of that one. So I think the biggest difficulty with food is that it's not a one-time decision. Changing the way you eat, what you eat, how you eat. Like I said earlier, it's 50 little decisions a day, and that takes a whole extra level of commitment. And I think it's, you know, I always tell people, everyone who asks me how I go about smoking, I would say to them that I chose to give up. And I had tried many times before to give up, but it wasn't until I was actually ready to do it in my mind, ready to make that choice, that I was able to do it. Yeah, I just don't think that it's, of all the things to give up or to control, because that's a better way to look at it. You can't give it up, you've got to control it. Food's very hard. You know, sugar's a much more destructive drug than nicotine or alcohol, because it breaks your body. Well, I guess they all do really, but anyway, for me, I just find food is the hardest thing to change, because you've got to change habits, and habits are difficult to change, especially ones that are come into play 50 times a day. So really all I've done to start with is just tried and eat smaller portions. I haven't really gone crazy on, you know, staying away from pasta or cutting out all the carbs or not sticking to any particular weird diet plan. Just eating less. It's not snacking. Except Sundays, I do have a rest day, so I might have a packet of chips or something, you know, not bad, but just not good. So yeah, that's been my approach thus far. You know, 16 kilos down from my peak. It's just eating smaller portions. Obviously, I've been doing a fair bit of exercise in between, doing the hill, just taking things steady. But now obviously ramped everything up in terms of my exercise for the Ironman, and so I'm still having smaller portions, and it all seems to be working pretty well. I'm never not have enough energy. My body seems to be handling everything well, so pretty happy with how it's all going really at the moment. Just keep the 1 to 2 kilos up each week in terms of weight loss, and I'll be very happy. Oh, it's cold this morning, but we'll survive. So, made a bit of a contraption here for trying to record my swim by myself, which is actually really difficult to do. So we'll see how it works. Also, I've done a really shit job this week of videoing and photographing my food. Every time I just kept forgetting. It would be already eaten it, then I go, oh shit, I should have taken a photo of that. So my apologies for not giving you enough visual feedback on my food. I will endeavour to do the same thing in a couple of weeks and be much better at recording that information. So yeah, apparently I'm not a food blogger. Okay, so that's another week done. Apologies again for the lack of food stuff. Talked about food a lot, didn't show a lot of video, so I will try to work on that. It's actually harder to do all those things in your life than what people realize. So anyway, good week, but I think I'm gonna make some changes to my routine this week. I'm gonna do more on the weekends instead of having the weekend off. I'm gonna change that around, and I think do some bigger stuff on the weekend, and then maybe have a couple of segments off during the week, something like that. So keep tinkering with the whole workout schedule, and eventually we'll find the exact right one. But for now, that's all of this week, and hope to see everyone next week. Don't forget to subscribe, share, make sure you share it with everybody. Anyone that might help will be great, and we'll see you next week.